Starting right out with the Scarbonis.
Township, Michigan, I know we're ready for some great wrestling action. But we ain't gonna see no wrestling until I get something off my chest. Vinnie Scarboni's here, Sonny Scarboni's here. Right now, I want to see the mercenary Chris Moore get out to this ring.
Who wants to see that?
You know, everybody, I know Best in Detroit is hot, but what everybody's really talking about is XICW Proving Ground. Oh, we're over in Warren, you got some rookies, and you got some vets teaming up, just like we were, Chris. And we were doing great after the first month, but the second month comes, and people of Clinton Township, you know, sometimes real life steps in the way. Chris Moore couldn't make it. He attended his grandfather's funeral, and he couldn't make the show. But Chris, in case you didn't know, we got voted off. We lost.
I know.
We lost. Vinnie Scarboni lost.
Vinnie Scarboni never loses. Impossible.
You know, I've had a month to think about it, and what gets me upset, what makes me mad, Chris, isn't losing. We've lost a couple before. I can handle that. What makes me upset is that I came in second place. Second place to you. Because last month, Chris Moore, when you had the chance, you picked your dead grandfather over Vinnie Scarboni. You're not grabbing a flashlight and a shovel and going to find Grandpa for it. Chris Moore, you had the chance of a lifetime and you let me down. You let Sonny down. And what I should do is send you packing. But Chris, I'm not that kind of guy. Vinnie Scarboni, I'm a nice guy. Chance. I'm going to do something for you because that's how winners like us act. Next month is the Malcolm Monroe Senior Memorial Cup, the most prestigious tournament in all of Michigan, which I've won. And Chris Moore, I got you a qualifying match to prove yourself and to win this. I did this for you. And you know what? Hey, Chris, you're pumped up, you ready? After what you did to me, you need to prove it? And that match starts now.
All right, you heard it from Sonny Scarboni. This is A.T. Huck with Scott D'Amore and DJ Dangler.
Hello.
Doing commentary tonight for XICW Best of Detroit 15. How you doing, Scott?
Huck, great to be here with you. DJ, I'm sure you're going to learn a lot sitting here with me and the esteemed A.T. Huck.
I am excited. And a little intimidated. Speaking of intimidated.
Well, Dr. Repsia will be going against Chris Moore. This is going to be a test for the young Chris Moore right here.
Seems like the Scarbonis are a little bit upset with Chris Moore over his choices of the weird being upset over the choice of choosing to be there for your grandfather. I believe it was his funeral, Huck.
It was.
I think most people would choose that.
Yeah. I think a lot of people would, but the Scarbonis wouldn't. They're real dedicated to their craft.
Yeah, but that's a little selfish. You know, I understand, you know, his grandfather died. He should be with his family.
Yeah.
Well, Moore's going to have his hands full here as Movado out here looking all shiny and new.
And look at the shape Movado's in. He looks great.
Yeah. If you want a testament to DDP Yoga, there it is right there. With
trimmed down, sharpened up. I'm excited to see what he's going to do against Moore.
Hey, he's looking real good tonight. His outfit, his body, everything is falling in place for Movado.
I'll tell you right now, I think it'd be better for Moore. I think it'd be better for Moore if he was on good terms with the Scarbonis and not his dead grandpa.
Wow.
Movado going right after him here at the beginning, just jumping him at the bell here. Movado, been around a long time, and with this new conditioning he's found, the physical fitness regime he's on, he's got to be more impressive than ever.
Yeah.
And he's getting around quite a bit. He's been in promotions all over the country. He's really dedicated himself to the sport.
It's an interesting thing when a dangerous guy gets even quicker.
He's working over more in the ropes. Quite vicious since he's got with this Dr. Repsia.
Yeah.
It was a strange individual. Don't know a whole lot about him.
I know he's dangerous. There he is right now.
Rexia getting involved there. Funny, you see the Scarbonis over there. They don't seem too concerned over Moore getting double teamed.
No, not even a little bit.
Yeah, I think there's some tough love going on here tonight.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any assistance at all.
Chris Moore, they're doing quite well for himself. They got Movado on the run.
Well, he's a big, strong, impressive kid. He shouldn't be taken lightly.
Oh, there he is showing off that strength.
Wow, high standing vertical suplex. Holding him up in the air. That blood rushes to your head.
It's another thing for Movado to deal with being so much bigger for so long. He's not used to being tossed around like that. I wonder if it messes with him or if Repsia has let him deal with it.
Well, he's pretty confident, you know. He's always been pretty agile, even when he had the extra weight on.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure the benefits outweigh the drawbacks, but it's just something he has to contend with. I don't know if Moore would have been so quick to pick a man up over his head earlier.
I also got to wonder if Movado here may be underestimating Moore here, coming here thinking he'd have an easy one, and Moore's been able to put up a test so far.
That's clearly the case.
I don't think Movado's really looking for approval there as he drops his head to the lower abdominal region.
Yeah.
At least he turned his head sideways, not like you do, Huck.
Oh my God.
He's not a man held back by traditions. He's looking to solve problems.
Well, this is XICW and
extreme and intense.
They let him bend the rules a little bit here.
I'm for it.
Bend the rules. From what I've been seeing around here, I don't even know if there is a rule book. Has anyone in this locker room ever seen a rule book for professional wrestling?
Of course.
I like to think they have just like a general code.
Could they read the rule book?
Well, they want the guys to go out there and put forth the best effort, and not be so concerned about, the little things that they do that referees would normally call.
I think most of them could sit still long enough to have it read to them. Most of them.
We should have a sit down.
Yeah.
AT Huck should sit everybody down and read him a bedtime story.
Do it late over cookies?
I don't think so.
Not Movado. I don't think that's. Well, he's clearly cut away from the cookies. Look at him.
I've read
so
you
quick.
a few bedtime
Movado's got a great crossface on him.
That's done. Yeah, he snagged it quick.
Oh, this is probably.
Yeah, you don't get away from that. He's brutal.
Moore's pretty close to the ropes there. If he could just get
I know.
closer, he could probably reach out and get that bottom rope.
Well, it's showing, that he's, kind of a rookie. He should know where he is in the ring and be able to reach out and grab that rope since he is so close.
It's also telling you the Scarbonis are showing him no love. They're not helping even a little bit. They could care less about the guy.
Well, he did make it to the rope.
He did. He's there. So there are rules. There's still a general idea.
Of course there are rules.
Yeah, they obey some decorum. Is that right? Etiquette? Decorum? I don't know. But one of those I think is accurate. Oh, showing it off.
They're showing that agility that I was talking about.
Oh.
I got to say, the new and improved Movado has been pretty impressive here so far tonight. It's the first opportunity I've had to see him in quite a while, and he looks pretty darn good.
Oh.
And I jinxed him.
Yeah, there we go. We still look good, just wasn't effective.
Kind of telegraphed that right there.
A little bit.
And Moore's getting his fire. And Moore's a big kid. He looks to be close to the 300-pound range.
He's got to be real close. He's a powerful dude. Oh, there he is, throwing it at him.
He's showing that strength that I talked about. Wow,
look
right
at
on the
air.
turnbuckle.
Oh!
Big clothesline.
Oh, that might have broken him. Oh!
And look at the Scarbonis. They're breaking it up.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a little tough love going on here tonight.
Oh. I'll tell you what, the weight loss definitely hasn't shed any of the ruthlessness out of Movado. Oh, look at that.
Little mistiming there with Dr. Repsi and Movado.
Yeah, oh. Fundamental.
Wow, he actually got the win over Movado. Chris Moore with the big win over Movado.
That was a pretty veteran settle.
From Monroe Senior Memorial Cup, Chris Moore!
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, this is my first night here with the XI crew, but I gotta say, that's gotta be a huge upset seeing Chris Moore, despite the best efforts of the Scarbonis are supposed to be in his corner, scoring a 1-2-3 on Movado. That's impressive.
And they don't seem too happy about it.
Moore's making the best of it. Moore seems to be thankful, appreciative. I gotta say, the Scarbonis are fine being mad, but that doesn't seem okay. They should be proud of their kid.
I think that was the biggest win Chris Moore's had since he's been in XICW.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were hearing the last of the Scarbonis tonight.
You think Chris Moore beat me? No. Nobody beat the Scarboni brothers. The Scarboni brothers came here to beat somebody, and I think now's the time. Joe Coleman, Idris, Abraham, get your asses out here.
I guess that explains why they stuck around, even though they didn't really seem to be in Moore's corner.
The more you know quite a bit about their opponents here tonight, Joe Coleman and Idris Abraham.
Well, Coleman and Abraham, they've been in the Can-Am Wrestling School quite a bit, working on their tag team stuff. Certainly a confident duo. And I'll tell you what, I'm shocked that they've struck up this friendship because they're a little bit mismatched to me, but it's been working so far.
Yeah. And they're out there with the veteran Gigolo Mark Joker.
I'll tell you what, not many people in this business put together better than Joe Coleman. What an amazing physical specimen he is, and he's taken Abraham under his wing here. You can already see the size and the muscle tone that Abraham's been able to add in the time that he's been with Joe Coleman, and, pretty impressive so far.
Dangerously good-looking fellas. Dangerously good-looking.
They've been in the gym quite a bit together.
Yeah.
Like you said, the more they've struck up a friendship, not just in wrestling, but in the workout arena as well.
Yeah. I'm shocked that two men that beautiful can get along. I mean it. I can't imagine they don't just vie for attention all day long.
You seem to kind of be into him. You want me to give an introduction?
A little bit. I could do worse. I could admit to that.
Yeah, Joe Coleman's quite a specimen. I've had my eye on him since he got here. He's put together. He's actually been through quite a bit here in XICW.
Yeah.
A former Midwest heavyweight champion. And now he's in the tag team situation with Idris Abraham.
Doing a great job teaching to him, giving him some of his experience. Idris? Yeah, I think he's done a real good job kind of mentoring Idris. I think the Scarbonis could teach him a lesson in mean.
Scarbonis have been a team for quite some time.
A lifetime, yeah.
A couple of gentlemen that are put together pretty well. They're having their little pose off here in advance of some grappling skills.
Yeah. Wow.
And look at the shape Sonny Scarboni's in.
Oh! Could use some mental acuity in addition to that muscle definition, though.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would have thought that the Scarbonis with the experience edge would be outsmarting Coleman and Idris, but Coleman showing that he can outsmart just about anybody there.
The Scarboni's making a couple of tactical mistakes right there.
But don't sell the Scarboni short.
I would never.
They might be starting a little slow here, but they're going to pick it up in a second.
Well, and you've got to start to wonder what the little backfiring of their plan, I think, for Chris Moore earlier has done to their mental preparation for this matchup. You know, they've got to be a little flustered at this point.
That couldn't have gone the way they wanted it to, no. But I do think the Scarbonis are pretty good at concentrating on the Scarbonis. I don't think they worry too much about other folk.
Well, the Scarboni's certainly the more decorated out of the two tag teams here, that experience edge, and I'm sure as we settle into this, I'm sure they're going to do quite well and give quite the test to Abraham and Coleman.
They don't seem to be showing that right now. It looks like Joe Coleman and Idris Abraham are the veterans out of this tag team situation.
They are working together so well.
Yeah, but you know what often happens here? Youth and enthusiasm can carry you so far, and then as you get later into the matchup, that's when experience and seasoning takes over.
Yeah, I think they're just filling them out, as we see right now with Vinnie Scarboni. Whoa, but he got turned around by Joe Coleman.
Experience might come in second to ingenuity, though. That was pretty clever out of Coleman.
One thing I have to state the obvious. Joe Coleman's looking a little Wolverine-ish.
He does. He has a little Weapon X going on right now.
Idris Abraham here and Scarboni looking at a handshake. I don't know if that's wise for Idris.
I think he was looking to pull a ruse on the Scarbonis. They might not have looked too sharp early, but they're figuring things out. Oh, he's building up a lot of speed. Almost too much to handle. Wow.
Kind of breaking
a
down
lot of
here.
action. It's got to be hard to contain four guys like this.
Yeah, the Scarbonis here really struggling, guys, more than I ever thought they would have. This
Yeah.
Oh, and we have the double push-ups here.
That's definitely showing the influence that Joe Coleman has on Idris Abraham.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also showing the work ethic he brings out in his friends. Oh.
There you go. That's what we're talking about. The veteran team taking advantage of the situation.
And look at him now. Oh, just wearing him out, using that cage on the side. Oh, the Scarbonis never miss an opportunity to hurt you. Never miss a chance.
You know, you talk about experience. That's the kind of things you see. The Scarbonis are taking advantage and using that cage, even though it's not a part of this matchup, knowing that the referee's back is turned and using everything they can to their advantage, and almost scoring a 3.
Yeah, it's an innate thing. They're brutal by nature.
I mean, they've been around so long now. This is their home. They take advantage. They know where they are. They know the building. The Scarbonis, there's no denying that they have an up advantage here at this place.
They also they know each other. I would hate to know how many hours a day they spend just fighting when no one's looking. Just all the time, I feel like they're wailing on somebody.
You know what, Dangler? I'm starting to wonder if you are looking.
I am. How can I not? It's Idris. He does it for me. It's the hair.
Dangler.
That might be inaccurate if Coleman keeps flexing. Would not be an active descriptor.
Well, getting back to some wrestling here, guys, not to distract your little bromance, but great job here. Count it 2 and almost getting the 3. You know, the Scarbonis, as you see, they've cut that ring in half. They've drawn that imaginary line, and they've really isolated Idris Abraham in their side of the ring.
That's right. Tag team wrestling is an art. A lot of guys don't know that about cutting off the ring like the Scarbonis do.
Yeah, it's a lost art sometimes in this industry these days, but Scarboni's certainly masters of it.
And I gotta say, man, it is a pleasure, Demore, having you here at ringside with us doing commentary.
I gotta say, that's the nicest thing you may have ever said to me, AT.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
My mom says hi.
Oh, okay. I'll talk to her later.
Well, you talk about the latitude with the XI rulebook there, and Scarboni knows it well and taking advantage of it. Abraham's going to have that hair. He's going to pull it.
Yeah. I do feel like that's more on Abraham than Scarboni's. I think you come in giving people a handle. It's not their fault if they grab it.
Well, just because you have long hair doesn't mean that somebody should pull it.
I don't know, man. I think you take that risk. I think it's on you. You gotta pay to look that awesome.
I guess because you have on tights, he can pull the tights.
That tights are different. You gotta have the tights on.
You have watched wrestling, Huck, right?
Yeah.
Somebody is going to pull the tights tonight. You do realize
Oh,
that.
I'm quite sure.
You know what? You were razzing me, but you seem to be the one promoting wrestling with no tights on.
And Joe Coleman, a house of fire in there. I mean, turning things around on the Scarbonis here for a second at least.
The referee's not putting in the count to get the legal man out of the ring.
Coleman's not needing him to, handling both of them. Oh, here we go. Showing off that strength.
Oh, and Joe Coleman is a powerhouse, deceptively strong.
That's a
Idris
big man
Abraham there
out
doing a blind tag on Coleman while Coleman had the torture rack going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't make quite much sense, did it?
No, that doesn't make any sense at all. I wonder if that's that combating egos like I was talking about. Maybe he's not okay with having two good-looking dudes on a team. Mormis, oh! And there we go. Oh, and that. There we go. Done.
It looks like the experience with Scarboni's paid off.
Yeah.
Your winners, Vinnie and Sonny, the Scarbonis.
Well, as the great Ed Whalen would say, malfunction at the junction between Coleman and Idris Abraham, and that leads to a Scarbonis victory.
And it looks like Joe Coleman and Mark Joker having a few words here. Not too happy about the way the situation went down.
Seems that Mark's blaming Coleman for the loss, which I'm okay with, but seems a little off.
I'm kind of surprised here that Joe and Mark are having odds, and we just saw a slap by Mark Joker to Joe Coleman.
Idris Abraham trying to be the voice of reason here and pulling Coleman back.
Wow.
And Joe Coleman and Mark Joker have been, together for quite some time now, well over a year. Then Joker's been Coleman's manager. Oh boy.
Well, I think that has come to an abrupt end here, AT.
Like that. He has put in his 2 weeks officially.
I find it hard to believe Gigolo Mark Joker has sided with Idris Abraham over Joe Coleman.
Well, you got to think on some level here, Huck. Maybe Coleman's going a little bit down. Maybe Idris is coming a little bit up, and you want to latch yourself up to the train that's heading in the upward trajectory.
Yeah, but come on now.
I just like that you agreed with me. Yeah. Well, I tip my hat to Idris. I mean, he's out there, he's starting to make a name for himself, and he's taking an opportunity. Coleman does talk a lot. Coleman likes to pose, and Idris is a serious character, Can-Am trained, Can-Am bred, and he's going to go out there and take what's his, and, I, for one, support it, and I think you guys should tip your hats to him. Good for him. Go out there and make a name.
I'm more surprised at Gigolo Mark Joker, more so than Idris Abraham. Idris Abraham saw the opportunity to go with Mark Joker, but I just don't get Mark Joker's rationale for dumping Joe Coleman. The genetic jackpot.
I just gave it to you. Idris Abraham is on an upward movement. The trajectory is all heading
and Joe Coleman is it? Former Midwest heavyweight champion?
Former. Idris Abraham, a future champion.
That doesn't mean that he won't be champion again.
Your following match was a singles competition scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
There he is. There's Hakim Zane.
He is the crown jewel of the House of Fruit.
Dragon. Hakim Zane.
And his opponent.
Oh, right to it. Hakim Zane jumping Jaimy Coxxx.
Hakim Zane not wasting any time here tonight against Jaimy Coxxx. Zane is an aggressive wrestler. He's held just about every title here in XICW, and he's trying to work his way back up to the top.
Well, you did a good job starting out with that action, but Jaimy Coxxx has put a halt to that.
Well, Jaimy Coxxx is another veteran here in XICW. He's been here since day one.
Yeah, I think he's about wore out his welcome. It's time to get some fresh blood in here, maybe.
So being a veteran in XICW means over 16 years in the same promotion.
Wow.
So what you're saying is he's probably kissed up to DBA a little bit these past handful of years.
I didn't say that, Scott.
Gotta read between the lines sometimes.
You didn't hear that from me.
I'll say I think it's a bad move jumping a guy who's been here for 16 years outside of the ring. He's not going to be a guy uncomfortable outside of the ring.
Well, Hakim Zane, like I said, is an aggressive wrestler. He's taking advantage of the situation here, and he knows what Jaimy Coxxx is capable of.
Yeah.
You know, the look and the intensity on Zane kind of reminds me of the original Sheik.
Yeah, he does. He looks quite a bit like a young original Sheik.
He bounces around a great deal. He can hit you from all over the ring, that's for sure. So it's finally officially started now after the two men have worn each other out.
Well, I think I know you guys are talking about how Zane maybe shouldn't have attacked Coxxx on the outside, but you got to say, he's got the advantage of the match start, so I think his plan worked.
Yeah, I am 100% wrong. You are right.
You know,
And let's not forget about the fact that Dominique Fabiano is in Jaimy Coxx's corner now.
It's a big get for Jaimy Coxxx.
So Dominica likes Coxxx?
Dominique does.
Man, what's up with you guys tonight?
I'm just trying to compliment Zane on how effective his strategy's been here, Huck. I don't know where your mind's going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
I would like to compliment him on being able to overcome the distraction of Dominique and focus on Coxxx.
Boy, Zane eating a couple of big elbows there.
That could have gone a lot worse.
And this is a big match for Hakim Zane tonight.
It is a big match.
Tomorrow night at XICW Proving Ground, he has Alex Shelley for the Midwest Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, that's a point. You got to wonder if Zane's maybe looking past this match to tomorrow, because, I mean, certainly a high-profile match, getting in there with an international superstar like Shelley has got to have preoccupied Zane's, training time.
Yeah, you know it does. His mind has to be all on Shelley, and that could be a disadvantage of him tonight.
Jaimy Coxxx here, double underhook there.
Yeah. Zane too squirrely. Zane's such a high energy guy, such a fast dude, he's hard to grab a hold of.
Yeah, Zane has a lot of gas in his tank too. This guy can go and go.
Yeah.
So the match is, relatively early. I've seen Zane turn it up a notch late in the matches, and that could be to his advantage.
He has those moments of quick movement where he's just electric. It's great to watch him move. I'll tell you what, don't take our Coxxx out of the equation. He hits so hard and all the time. I guess that was why I got nervous when Zane jumped him outside. He's got the mean punches. He gets the good angles. They carry weight to him.
Zane now going to the top here.
And this is a strong point. There he goes with that big double stomp off the top. And that's it.
Good showing, but my goodness.
Your winner, Hakim.
The new acquisition of Dominique did not seem to help Jaimy Coxxx there.
No, it didn't.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys can talk all you want about veteran experience, and it does matter, but at a certain point in time, talent takes over, and Zane is impressive. You know, he's not exactly young. He's been around, as you've alluded to, and he's got the total package. Great physical conditioning, great aggression, great athletic ability, and can't wait to see him go out there and take on Alex Shelley, one of the world's best there, coming up at Proving Ground. What a great way to go in with momentum.
That's right.
Shelley, tomorrow, that belt belongs to me.
You heard it right there. I'm telling Shelley that belt belongs to the Man-Dragon, Hakim Zane.
I talked to Hakim in the back before
Oh, what do
the
we got
show.
here, guys?
Uh-oh, here comes
Where's Movado? Movado.
And he's attacking Jaimy Coxxx.
Yeah. Oh, get out of there, Dominique.
Well, as you know, Dominique was with Dr. Repsia's beta kitten, and she broke away from them at the last show.
Yeah.
And they seem to still have their sights set on getting her back into their fold.
And what does Repsia have in his hand there?
It's impossible to tell. But she was so under the thrall of Repsia. Like, that was it. All she ever would say about it was
I can't quite make out what they're doing. Does he have scissors or?
It's not that.
No.
It's something.
You know, the cage is kind of obstructing our view.
Oh, big kick. She's going to get out of there. No, don't even deal with that. Split, lady. Oh, don't look back. Yeah.
It looks like Dominique handled the situation on her own.
She seems just fine.
Well, maybe Dominica should have took on Zane.
No kidding. Wow.
And can you believe Dominique Fabiano is only 16 years old?
Wow. Well, she sees.
I'm getting real sick and tired of you two freaks coming out here and picking up somebody that's not your own size, okay? And I guarantee you, all these people in here are sick and tired of the town. Come on outside, are you sick of this crap or what? So here's how it goes. June Fred, you think that 1 second you're taking the hour on being down. You guys got another thing coming, and I guarantee you, everybody in here is gonna be there to see us kick your ass.
Is that what I think it is?
Did I hear that correct? What?
She proves she can handle herself. Yeah, is that? Is that Jaimy Coxxx and Dominique taking on Repsia and Movado?
It was kind of hard to hear him with the mics here in this building.
That's it. I believe that's it, and I can't wait.
Well, maybe Dominica can carry Jaimy Coxxx to a
Maybe.
He sure couldn't do it on his own tonight.
I don't think Jaimy Coxxx needs anybody to carry him.
I don't know. I think if he does, she can do it. She seems like she's going to be just fine.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the XICW Lightweight Championship.
Because that's what I thought. Then they didn't follow up. I was like, they got to tell us, though, right?
There he is.
Your mic keeps
Making no friends.
Rockstar Spud from TNA. You know a little bit about Rockstar Spud, don't you, Demore?
Yeah, Yeah, I know he's about 5'1". He weighs about 152 pounds, soaking wet, and he proves that bad attitudes come in all sizes.
That's not quite what I was expecting, but I'll take that.
I think he's just the chip that fell off a bigger guy's shoulder.
Man, what did I get caught in between here tonight? Scott D'Amore on this side, Dangler on this side.
A.T. Huck's favorite wrestler, Willie Watts, in the building.
I think we may have lost Dangler here.
What's that? He's fancy. They love him.
They really do. They love some sweet Willie Watts here in XICW.
What's not to love?
And he is the light heavyweight champion. I never quite got that light heavyweight, but kind of an oxymoron. Is that right, oxymoron?
Yeah, it's good use of the English language there, Huck. Impressive from that American education that you got.
Hey, I've been to some of the best schools in the city of Detroit.
Don't worry, the next generation will be better. Donald Trump's making America great again.
Oh, God, let's not go there.
All things will be referred to in sizes of soda.
Maybe he'll build a wall around in front of Canada.
They like to call you a rock star, right? Well, I'm looking at you in those pants, baby. I'm thinking that I want you to rock.
Oh, Spud's so mad.
I know this is a light heavyweight title match, but baby, I am no lightweight.
See, this is Willie Watts getting into his opponent's head.
Now, the real issue to me here, guys, is why...
The challenger, weighing at 150 pounds, from Birmingham, England, Rockstar Spud!
Now, like I was going to say, why would the people be cheering Watts and not Spud?
Watts is a dynamite wrestler. He's a great competitor. What's not to love?
And this is his home promotion.
Yeah.
19 pounds.
He's flashy. He's a dude that knows what he wants.
And just look at that thong.
Lightweight champion, Sweet Willie!
If somebody like that was in my home, I'd hope they run away.
Not me. If somebody like that was in my home, I hope he would decorate it.
Where is the real man that I am supposed to be wrestling here tonight?
He's right there.
Sit down, DJ. You can't go to the ring right now.
I'm fine right where I'm at.
See, like I said, this is Willie Watts getting into his opponent's head. He throws them off of their game.
I think if Spud played his cards right, he could get anything. I think he could get anything anywhere he wanted.
Now listen to me, mates.
I wouldn't be throwing around the word mate with Willie Watts.
I am a serious professional wrestler. You are a joke. People like you shouldn't be allowed to walk the streets acting like you're acting, wearing what you're wearing. If someone like you came up to me in the street doing what you were doing, I'd spit at them right in the face.
He wouldn't get there, though, because he's too short.
I'm a real man. I would be ashamed if I ever behaved the way you do. In fact, I'd go home and vomit in a bag. You disgust me. And I'm going to beat your ass and then
He would vomit in a bag.
professional wrestling is going to be your light heavyweight champion. I thank you very much.
He'd vomit in a bag because he can't reach the toilet.
Wow.
Boy, I'll tell you what, when Rockstar Spud says that you look ridiculous, you really need to reevaluate yourself.
Yeah, I agree with you. They look like somewhat of a tag team to me.
I think you might have been reading Willie Watts' diary.
I think they dressed each other today. But like I said, you can't underestimate Willie Watts. He won that light heavyweight title from Zach Gowen in one hell of a match.
So you're saying he beat a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest?
But he did.
That's right. Not just any one-legged man, Zach Gowen.
Well, he's not the one-legged guy that Johnny Ace signed, though, I'll tell you that. Rockstar Spud pretty upset there, guys. Taking a seat ringside. I think he's having a little time out here. Not ready to engage Watts.
Yeah, he seems quite a bit upset about having to wrestle Willie Watts here tonight. This is my first time seeing Rockstar Spud live.
Look at him, letting him in. That's very gentlemanly. He's looking to get the match started.
Like I said, you know, Rockstar Spud is going to take Willie Watts lightly, and he could pay for that tonight.
I think Willie's made a career of upsetting folks that expected to walk through him.
I gotta say, Rockstar Spud looks well put together. He's got a good physique there. He got a good tan. It looks like a real wrestler if you left him in the dryer too long.
Yeah, it does quite a bit look like that, doesn't it? But he's made a name for himself in quite a short time. I've only known of Rockstar Spud for the last couple of years.
Well, Rockstar Spud, very well known all throughout Europe, very accomplished over there, and then made the transition over here to the American game and has done amazingly well for a guy who certainly is one of the smallest wrestlers you've ever seen out there competing on a national stage.
That's true. You have to have some ability to be in a promotion like TNA.
I have to wonder, what is it about Willie Watts that these people cheer for him?
I don't get what you're not seeing. It's the showmanship. It's the focus. It's the love of the sport.
I mean, Willie Watts, you got to hand it to him. The guy has charisma, you know, beyond most wrestlers in the promotion.
Rockstar Spud just looks like he's getting furious. Oh, the wrist tape's coming off, guys.
That must mean he means business.
There we go. There we go. Willie Watts has him. Spud is not comfortable with that at all. I don't really know how you call that if you're the ref.
Hey, I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah, you can't really say it's an illegal hold, but it is an unwilling hold.
Well, Willie Watts has been petitioning the higher ups here around here to make a low blow legal, I believe.
Yeah.
A nice go behind takedown by Willie Watts.
Oh, that is not where Spud wants to be at all. And I'm not going to lie to you, I think it's Willie Watts' second choice.
Oh my God, this is a little too much for me. I think I need to turn my head to more.
Watts seems to have mastered the AT Huck technique there.
Yeah. Oh, that's not all right.
You're quite familiar with my technique, aren't you, Scott?
Well, I've seen you attack many a gentleman around here. Rockstar Spud is completely off his game. We've got a national TV star. We've got a world-renowned wrestler here. And Willie Watts is completely taken out of his element. Yeah. I got to give him credit for that.
Yeah. I'm surprised Spud didn't just go back to the locker room after that.
I don't think that's the right guy to appeal to right now, Spud.
When you're in a guy in the ring with a guy like Willie Watts, He's just so unpredictable.
He is. He's a wild card. There we go.
Looks like Spud has the tables turned on him. At least I thought.
Yeah, no, I was about to say Spud had him where he wanted him, but I don't think that's the case. Oh!
This match is a little difficult for me to call. I see you a little speechless, Scott.
I don't know what's happened to professional wrestling in 2016.
Well, you know, this isn't the first time we've seen wrestlers like Willie Watts. You've had Adrian Adonis, had Adrian Street, you know, before, who had some of the similar tactics.
It just seems that Willie Watts takes it to a whole new level, but like I said, he's got Rockstar Spud completely off his game and on edge.
Looks like Rockstar Spud wants to change it up a little bit with the test of strength.
I'll tell you right now, Spud's biting off more than he can chew with Willie Watts.
Well, I hope he doesn't bite off anything.
Yeah. Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Let's see how this works out. A test of strength here.
Look at that.
You just said strength.
Sorry.
What the hell? Spud thinks he's winning.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What the heck?
I think Spud might have gotten caught up a little bit. Maybe Willie Watts hit his finisher.
Hey, I'll have what he's having.
You would.
Well, that's
like I said, I'm at a loss for words over this.
That's a shame. I think we all just learned more about Rockstar Spud than we wanted to.
Wait a minute. I know Brian Gorey just didn't bring out tissue.
I don't understand. Spud's not crying.
Yeah, that would make more sense. Little tearing up.
Thank you. Let's get to some wrestling.
Well, there he is. Humiliate. Oh!
You know, you gotta wonder what Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe Sr. would think of what his son DBA's done to his legacy here as we watch this match.
Well, you know what? I was around Sweet Daddy for quite some time, and I think this would be right up his alley.
Well, I guess you knew him in a way that I did.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be up his alley, but I think it would run alongside it just fine. I'll tell you what, this is where he's dangerous. After you wail on Watts a little bit, he's a tougher dude than anybody gives him credit for.
Well, he probably got his dander up now, and he's tired of this mess.
Was that his dander he got up?
His dander.
I don't think it's up anymore. But it might get up again in a while.
Oh, and what do we have here?
Holy smoke.
Yeah. Clearly more of a distraction for Spud than Watts.
I think this is Zahiria. Is it Zahiria?
I don't know what it is, but I like it.
Zahara from NXT. Formerly of NXT.
Zara looking tough. Who is it you think she's paying attention to here?
DJ, you look at that, and what you think of is she's tough?
She's a whole lot of things. Yeah, I'm real interested in it. Zara paying some keen attention.
And this is her first appearance in XICW.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely would like to see more of her.
Yeah. I'd like to see a whole lot of Zara.
Wrestling, right?
Any form I could get.
Yeah, what? Rockstar Spud here with a great sleeper hold on Watt.
That is. That's in tight. Oh.
It looks like she's just out here scouting.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. Here comes Sweet Willie. Oh, the big one.
Willie Watts has a very unique style.
He does. He throws himself at you in a lot of weird ways.
That style's been quite successful for him, though, lately.
Brian Corey's got to stop this.
It's not the stink face, but it might be the pink face.
I think I've just seen it all here tonight.
Yeah, there's no way to get over that. Mercifully over for Spud.
Rockstar Spud came all this way to XICW to get totally humiliated.
XICW Light Heavyweight Champion,
So you just watched what Sweet Willie Watts, the way he acted, the things he did, and you think that Spud is the one that should be humiliated.
I didn't say he should be humiliated. I said he was humiliated.
At least he tried to have a wrestling match, unlike Watts, who, I don't know what the hell we just saw, but you should have had to give your credit card and swipe for $6.99 for it.
Anyway, it is what it is. Sweet Willie Watts with another victory here tonight, and he retained his light heavyweight title over Rockstar Spud.
Adding insult to insult to insult.
Spud. Not in front of everybody, baby. Look, I don't know if you noticed, but I really love them. And these people, I think they really like you too, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we let bygones be bygones? And let's just party like rock stars.
Who doesn't like to party like rock stars, AT?
DJ, play something.
Now what's going on? A dance-off?
Not a dance-off, a dance-on. He's looking for friends, not competition. And we were commenting on Spud's bad attitude. Maybe he could use some friends too.
That is white guy rhythm.
Poor Rockstar Spud.
Poor Spud.
I think this just speaks for itself.
Yeah. Look at that, everybody's having a good time. It's infectious, that's what they love about Willie Watts. Fights hard, loves hard.
So what you're saying is that Willie Watts has infected these people with something?
I think he almost certainly has.
Well, this is 2016.
Yeah. I'm surprised Spud didn't already need a nap. I would have. I'll admit that.
I think I've seen enough.
Go to commercial break.
Look at that. Going for the hard sell. The hard sell. Aww. We might be looking at a dangerous new tag team.
Schmizzy, the timekeeper, just told me that 40 years in this industry, first time he's seen anything like that. Hopefully the last two.
Oh, look at him go. This might be the biggest victory of Willie Watts' career.
He's walking out with the gold and a boy.
Yeah. This dog collar match?
How can you not be excited about a dog collar match? Dickie, Bronson, and Jeff Brooks. Man, these guys were tag team Death Wish, and now they hate each other.
I love it. This will be my first time seeing a dog collar match live. I'm ecstatic.
All my years in the business, believe it or not, this is my first one too.
Oh, no kidding. I am flattered to be here with you. Honored.
Scott, have you ever been part of a dog collar match?
Yeah. In wrestling?
In wrestling, yes.
I have not, although I do own the Canadian rights to Valentine and Piper, so.
That's right. You know what? I got to get over to your house. I want to see some of that stuff.
You're not welcome.
I'm still coming.
Now, this is going to be intense, guys. Dog collar match. I mean, it's... Well, I'll tell you what, a Cage has always said it's the most brutal, and we'll see that later on.
I mean, there's no love lost between the two of them. Jeff Brooks and Dickie Bronson, they were a team, like I said, Death Wish. And Dickie Bronson turned on Jeff Brooks.
There's got to be some serious hatred in this kind of matchup. You got two men dog collared together with just a chain connecting them. We know what kind of brutality is gonna transpire here. And I'll tell you what, these guys have been going at it for a few months. The lumberjack match, settle it. Maybe this will.
And they go right into it. I don't think Jeff Brooks even has the collar on his neck yet.
Yeah. It does say something. When a lumberjack match can't settle a feud.
Oh yeah, when it gets to this point.
When you gotta get meaner than a lumberjack. Yeah. Oh. Look at that.
Boy, I'll tell you what, they're gonna get Brooks into that dog collar here.
Yeah, I don't think the match officially starts until he gets that around his neck.
Good move though. Doing everything he can right now before it even starts.
The referee needs to grab him, get this match under control, and get that dog collar around Jeff Brooks.
Well, you know, it doesn't shock me that Brooks is a coward and he doesn't want to put the dog collar on. Bronson put it on right away like a man.
Oh. Well, Fan almost took a big boot there. Sometimes it's hard for me to contain myself when I'm not a referee.
I'll bet you. Do the instincts kick over? You want to?
Always, man. Sometimes I feel like just rushing up there and taking control.
How much control can you have when guys are chained up chained together?
Well, that's my whole point.
Yeah.
Jeff Brooks doesn't have the collar on yet.
Yeah.
Huck, I think you should go to the ring and take control of this.
Yeah, you want to
establish
see me
some
get
authority.
hit. I know, Demore. You want to see me get hit.
I just sit here and look at this. The referee doesn't have control of the situation. No dog collar on Brooks. He's grabbing chairs from under the ring. I mean, it's just out of control already.
Well, you know what? In this match, I don't have a problem with the chairs. There's no rules. But the stipulation, there you go. He's putting the collar on him now. Now the match can officially start.
I get you. It's not even about the rules, again, about the principles.
This is great here. This is giving Bronson a chance to recover here while they get the dog collar on Brooks.
That definitely benefited Bronson, but
And I think Bronson was waiting for that. He had that scoped out.
I'll tell you what, Bronson feels tailor-made for this dog collar match. He seems to be taking right to it. I think this might be something he's done before.
Both these guys are made for this dog collar matches because they both look like mutts. You know, Bronson really, I mean, you know, he's a big block of man, right? I mean, he's not your modern looking wrestler who spent all his time in the tanning bed. He doesn't have the shaved body. He's not interested there in looking pretty like Willie Watts. He's out there, he's looking to punch people in the face and hurt people.
He's a brawler. I'll tell you what, Brooks might be a little bit more technical here, but in a dog collar match, I gotta think technical kind of loses out to brawler.
And there's a nice technical suplex right into the turnbuckles there.
Yeah.
Well, Dickie Bronson has a lot to improve. I think he's gone into this match maybe the underdog, you know, since Jeff Brooks has been around quite a bit longer, you know, here in XICW.
Well, you know, to me, in a business, in a company, quite frankly, where there's too many people walking around acting like, you know, like morons, it's nice to see someone like Bronson who's serious, goes in the ring and wants to kick the crap out of somebody.
Just who are you talking about walking around like morons?
I mean, like, I don't want to get into particulars quite yet, but I mean, really, it's just nice to see a man out there, like, wrestling, you know, and being tough and not being apologetic about it.
Yeah. I think that was a bad move on Brooks's end, going top rope when you're chained to a guy.
And Dickie Bronson's taking full advantage of that chain.
Yeah.
He has Brooks wrapped up in the ropes, wrapped up with the chain.
You know, it's a really smart maneuver by Bronson there, because not only is he working over the knee, not only is he working over the back, he's working over the neck. I mean, it's just a great job by Bronson here, although somehow Brooks back looking like he might be in control here.
Yeah, head to toe on the tree of woe. Yeah. Oh, that didn't work out for him.
Nope, he went to a high-risk maneuver and paid the price for it.
Again, I'm just shocked at how good Bronson's been with that chain. I don't know if it's a familiarity or just a natural aptitude, but he is wearing Brooks out with it.
Well, I think it's just the sheer hatred that he has for Jeff Brooks.
Just manifesting, you could be right. But again, applying it as part of that submission. Brutal.
You know, I gotta say, Jeff Brooks has attempted more wrestling moves than I think I've ever seen in a dog collar match.
I think you're probably
right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to understand this is about brutality and hurting the man. It's not catch-as-catch-can wrestling.
Well, you know what? Jeff Brooks is out of his element in this kind of match. Jeff Brooks is a wrestler. He didn't sign up for this type of thing. It just kind of escalated to this.
Yeah, and respectfully, Huck, that's why I think your comment about Bronson being the underdog may be a little bit off base, because Bronson is in his element.
Yeah.
Big power slam by Dickie Bronson.
Yeah.
And I think once it comes down to it, it's going to turn into just a wrestling match. These guys, even though it's a dog collar match, you still have to pin the guy 1, 2, 3.
Well, if you're going to turn a dog collar match into a wrestling match, then you need a new coach to give you some techniques. Say, look, Bronson knows how to play it. He's using that chain, using that collar to punish Brooks. That's what's going to win this kind of matchup.
Being chained together, yeah, they never get away. They never catch a breather. They're just going to have to wear each other out. Oh.
I'm surprised at this point that neither one of the competitors are busted open.
Me too. Oh!
Wow, what was that, a Russian neck breaker off the top rope?
That was tough.
wouldn't Brooks have to be Russian for it to be a Russian net breaker? Or was he rushing as far as he was moving too fast? Kind of explain yourself.
The move is called a Russian neck breaker.
Thank you, DJ. That was a leisurely neck breaker.
You don't have to be Russian.
A front leisurely neck breaker.
You have to be a bull to do a bulldog.
Oh! Dog collar power bomb.
It looks like he was going for that chair, but I don't think he quite got it.
Well, I think he's about to get it right here. It's a long way away. Still, don't support crawling up there when you're chained to a guy. He seems to know what he's doing. Oh!
Now, see, something like that seems like it should hurt Jeff Brooks just as much.
Well, he apparently has an indestructible elbow.
Yep.
Now it's turned into a dog collar chair match.
Yeah.
Oh, you said it. There's no rules here. Brooks is out of these chairs.
Looks like Brooks is trying to go for a power bomb. Looks like Dickie Bronson may have reversed out of it.
One more. Oh, he's hung up on the brute. Oh, my God.
Belly to back into the chair.
Belly to belly, over the top.
Belly.
Man, that hung him up so badly.
It still doesn't look like he quite got all of that.
Oh, I think he got enough of it.
See, this is where if I was one of the competitors, I'd just take that chain like this. Yeah, use it to punish the man there.
Bronson has him hooked.
Into a crossface.
Crossface.
He's done, yeah. I don't know if it was the submission or the power bomb or the belly to back. Who knows? He's done.
Did
He's
Brooks
broken.
tap, or is he just out?
No, he's just done.
He was just unconscious.
Yeah. ASAP. Out like a light.
It looks like he was gone before he ever put the crossface on him.
Oh. He just destroyed Jeff Brooks.
Well, really, I think the difference was, and not to pat myself on the back, but I think I told you guys, Bronson used the dog collar. Bronson used the chain. Brooks wanted to have a wrestling match. That wasn't what it was. His back smashed across chairs, his throat choked with the collar and the chain, and he's unconscious there while Dickie Bronson stands tall.
Yeah, Jeff Brooks definitely paid the price for not taking advantage, like you said, D'Amore, and Dickie Bronson is walking out the victor. But you know what? I don't think we've seen the last of this feud between the two of them.
That's a man who knows what he's doing.
Way to pander, D'Amore.
To pander, I'm just showing respect to a warrior who went out there and won a battle. Show a little respect, Huck.
Yeah.
Best of Detroit 15 here on commentary with Scott D'Amore and DJ Dangler. I've seen quite a few stars here tonight. I've seen Sabu. I've seen Monty Brown.
Chris the Fly Monroe.
Chris the Fly Monroe.
You never know who's going to show up here.
It's scheduled for one fall, and it's for the XICW Xtreme Intense Championship.
The XI title. This guy right here.
Jake something.
He is something.
I've been really impressed with Jake something over the past couple of years. Former one-half tag partners of the tag team.
Come on, spit it out, Huck. The Painkillers.
The Painkillers.
I'm going to tell you what's been happening in your own company.
I got a little lost for words there, man.
Jake something, an impressive athlete, a very unimpressive name. I think we need to hold a contest or something to get this fine athlete a new name. But certainly, look at the way he's put together. This guy can bring it.
Well, he's something. What are you talking about? It's a good name. It's better than nothing. It's something.
You're ridiculous.
Here we go. Look at the crowd.
Here he is, the man himself, Zach Gowen.
They love him. He is a good time.
Boy, I'll tell you what, did anybody call Zach Gowen ending the, I think near 1 year winning streak, the role that Jake Something was on, winning the Malcolm Monroe Senior Tournament, going a year, beating everybody in his path, winning the championship. Who thought that Zach Gowen, I have to say, a guy who I don't think's been relevant in quite a while, steps up and wins the XI championship.
Well, Zach Gowen is relevant here in XICW.
Well, he is now.
He was the light heavyweight champion right before he won the Xtreme Intense Championship.
Well, Willie Watts is a light heavyweight champion. That doesn't make you relevant.
That's in your opinion, D'Amore.
I know you got a little man crush there on Watts, but hey, no, I tip my hat to him. Zach Gowen took a man who was on a roll, a man who's a much more impressive athlete, a much better wrestling, and somehow Zach was able to pull off the win. But can he do it a second time? That's the real question.
Well, I think you're underestimating Zach Gowen. Zach's been doing DDP yoga. He's been doing, speaking engagements all around the country. He's been taking independent bookings all over. Zach Gowen hasn't stopped since he left the WWE.
So I'm supposed to find him an impressive wrestler because he can go talk to a bunch of stupid kids?
Well, it's motivation. You're not just motivating the kids, you're motivating yourself.
You know what motivates me is winning and money, and if Zach Gowen can continue to do that, then that's motivating. Otherwise, then he's a has-been.
Well, you know what? He's walking into this match as the champion, so he's not a has-been.
Yeah, he's a long way from a has-been.
Introducing first, the challenger.
When's the last belt you had, D'Amore?
Huck, I've been retired for years. I'm a 5-time Canadian heavyweight champion.
I only asked you when the last belt that you had. I didn't say anything about your credentials. I just asked a question.
Let them do the introductions.
One-legged wrestling superstar. He is your XICW Extreme Intense Champion, Zach Gowen!
How many championships have you won, Huck?
0.
Yeah, exactly what you deserve. It's going to be interesting here to see how Jake Something rebounds from that loss, right? You've got so much momentum, and what we got to see here is if that Mike Tyson effect is going to come into play. He was invincible. Now that he's had that,
but once that armor cracks,
can he
people
get back
exploit
on
it.
track?
Yeah, I think you're right. This is going to be a big one. See what's in Jake's tank. Smart move on Zach, creating distance.
That's smart. Run away. I appreciate it.
Well, he's just biding his time. He's filling Jake out. He doesn't want to go too fast.
Hey, you know what? You guys are going to try to use my words against me, but the fact is, Zach Gowen has headlined pay-per-view. Zach Gowen has wrestled Vince McMahon. He shared a ring with Piper. He's been in there with Brock Lesnar. He's been around. He's the XI champion. He won it fair and square. He's earned it. Hats off to him. I just want to see if he can do it a second time.
So you just now remembered all that, right?
No, Huck, I just have to remind you, because with your senior moments that you have out here, like trying to remember the name of the painkillers, I just have to remind you of things.
Well, that's because I'm on a few painkillers, so I couldn't remember.
That's not a funny joke in our industry, Huck, and you should apologize.
Well, I got a bad knee.
You got a bad attitude.
Oh. Well, Zach Gowen had some bad timing.
Yeah, and he's got a bad headache now.
He sure does.
And Jake Something is another competitor here in ICW that the fans just love.
I get it. He is a freak. Absolute powerhouse. A lot of big moves that he can hit. But not just power. A lot of finesse goes into his stuff. It's easy to overlook.
Imagine how unstoppable Jake Something could be if he stopped caring about the fans, if he stopped being one of the few guys around here that pays attention to the rule book. Imagine how unstoppable he could be then.
You know, Scott, I don't think that has anything to do with it. You know, Jake Something just understands the fact that the fans pay to see him, and he wants to be a part of what they're here to see.
Oh, stop it.
I think Jake gets it that the more people like you, the more they'll let you get away with. I think he's a calculating dude. I think people underestimate how bright he is because he's such a beefcake.
Well, when the fans are cheering you like that, it gets your adrenaline going, and you get in there and you want to put forth 100%.
Yeah, but Something's no apple polisher.
What?
He's not an apple polisher. He's not making any friends.
I don't even know what the hell that means.
Neither do I. Maybe Willie Watts does.
Zach Gowen with a big chin breaker there. Oh, but something right back on him.
You know, Jake is trying to wear Zach down. But you know what? Zach Gowen is another one of those competitors that works off the crowd.
He is. That's what I was about to comment on. He's somebody that's really learned to take advantage of that leniency that comes with the crowd. When he was catching his breath, nobody questioned his heart because they trust him. He's a good athlete. He's looking to win, not looking for an edge.
I'll tell you what, I think that Zach Gowen's somebody who could benefit from learning not to care what the fans say to me, but they should care about what's wandering out here.
Yeah, I said I wanted to see some more Zara, and I'm gonna.
Well, like I said, she's out here scouting talent.
Yeah.
How do you know that? Did you talk to her?
Yeah, I talked to her.
She wouldn't talk to you.
Well, I don't see her looking this way at you either.
The talent here
we have an indirect way of
increased.
communicating.
Yeah, I'm sure it's indirect. You love my laugh.
Why you gotta hit me in the side of the face with a slush ball, man? Boy?
Big stomp.
Well, this time she has a microphone in her hand.
Yeah, it looks like she's gonna weigh in.
Yeah, maybe instead of Huck just speculating, we'll hear from the source what she's out here for. Brutal backbreaker by Something.
Yeah, going back to another one.
Amazingly, I mean, I got to give credit, only getting a 1 count on Gowen there.
Yeah, that was a big backbreaker. And Zach kicked out at 1.
Couple of them. Oh,
another.
Third. What is Gowen made out of? I know people comment on it all the time, but seriously, he must be made out of steel wool. He's tough.
I think it's kind of like when somebody loses their hearing, their other senses increase. Maybe when Zach lost a limb, his other limbs and stuff got stronger.
The power
that's science.
Somewhere, yeah. Yeah, stunted chi energy or something like that. I'll buy it.
Science for the win, Huck.
Well, Scott, you lost your mind, so what's stronger?
Yeah, very intelligent.
What's stronger?
Gowen here sometime, mustering up some strength somehow.
The precision that landed with is every bit as impressive as the impact.
And that's one thing. Zach Gowen always puts his body on the line.
He hits right where he's aiming. Look, razor sharp.
DDT to the floor.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I like this killer instinct on Gowen.
He has turned it up. He likes having that extreme intense title.
Maybe I should take one of these two competitors under my wing and teach him how to be a real champion.
Sure, yeah. Make him take things seriously.
A real champion? What's a real champion?
You wouldn't know, Huck.
No, I don't.
Exactly.
Oh.
I know you quite well, though.
Now, who do you think that Zara's out here scouting? You think it's Gowen, or you think it's Something that she's interested
in?
in?
You agree she's scouting?
Well, I'm just going with your line of speculation. I don't like to, but since you threw it out there,
I'll tell you what. I think Gowen's into it also. He's doing his own speculating. He is interested in Zara being interested. And Jake Something seems fairly disinterested.
And luckily for both of them, they haven't paid much attention to her because they could both get distracted.
I don't think Something's paid any attention to her at all. It's a focused dude.
I'll tell you something that hasn't happened, a referee counting while they're outside of the ring there.
Yeah, he hasn't seemed to care at all.
Well, this is for the Extreme Intense Championship. There's
That
no
would make
count
sense. Yeah, you don't want to count people out on
I actually thought it's because Gory can't count to 10.
Didn't hear that from me.
You know, something here's got to seize this moment and really put Gowen down at this point.
Yeah.
Take him out of his misery.
Well, Zach's one of those guys that, you know, turn it up late in the match. We're going to see some explosion real soon.
See, that's the kind of thing I'm saying. He's pandering to the crowd when he should be getting all over Gowen.
It looks like he has Zari or something.
Oh! Abusing Gowen. 4 backbreaker. 4.
Now this has to take a toll on Zach.
He's going for another. He can't be okay.
Is that the fifth
one, I believe.
And Zach still kicks out.
Yeah, I don't know how Gowen's mustering up this kind of strength here.
Oh, the crowd.
It's that DDP yoga.
No, you don't leave any butt unkissed, do you?
I try not to.
I just find it odd you're kissing DDPs instead of Zara's.
That remains to be seen.
Oh.
And another backbreaker by something here. Lackadaisical cover, though. Still almost gets it.
6 back to back to back, and then another 3 back to back. He's going bulls on us.
See, if I was in something's corner, I would have made sure that he went for a strong cover there, and he would have got a win.
I'm starting to hear you. I think he might be able to use a little of your tutelage.
Needs a little something, something.
Needs a little something, something.
You know, I think it's starting to come to light. I asked you a little while ago what you were doing here in XICW. So, are you scouting?
You're speculating again. Big kick by Gowen. Pay attention to what's in the ring. This isn't the Inquirer, Huck. We're doing expert commentary here. At least I am.
Big punch by something. Oh, this is not a good place for Gowen at all. Gowen's good at bouncing all over, but we're about to see how well he lands.
Wow, like I said, Zach Gowen is one of those late starters.
Jake something's on his feet, though,
That
somehow.
was intense.
Oh, the spear right in the corner.
His back's broken, and his front can't be doing much better now.
I mean, he's taken so much punishment on his back in this match. How can he keep going?
Well, see something here again, giving Gowen too much time. He's lacking that killer instinct. If he's not going to let me teach him these things, maybe he'll let Zara.
Maybe so, because he definitely should take him out of his misery. Big clothesline. He tore him in half. But Zach's right back up on his feet.
What
Amazing.
is going on? He's locked up that clothesline.
Another backbreaker.
It looked like he...
But he's not going for the cover.
You're right. Oh, now he's just trying to prove a point.
Men do stupid things when women watch, and I think that might be what we're seeing here.
That might be it. He sees Zara scouting, really wants to put on a show, but I think he's making a mistake.
Zach tried to roll him up there, and the strength of Jake something stopped it.
And don't forget, he tried to grab his trunks there, which I kind of like.
Oh. It's good, solid mat-based wrestling there.
Oh, looks like Zach hooked it.
Did he steal it? Oh, my.
Zach was able to reverse that roll-up.
Yeah.
A back and forth roll-up, and was able to hold the, I thought, much stronger Jake something down.
He knotted him up badly.
Credit where credit is due. Zach Gowen got another victory. I tip my hat to him. But you know, something let his foot off the pedal. He eased off on the accelerator. He had Gowen where he wanted him, and he didn't go in for the kill. Somebody's got to teach this guy how you win the big one.
Yeah, I can't say you're wrong.
I have to agree with you, Scott. Jake has been on a losing streak of late, and it seems to be getting quite frustrated.
Just seems Zach Gowen has his number, whether it's the mental game, whether it's the distraction from Zara. Zach Gowen with 2 wins in back-to-back months over something. Oh, for the love of God, don't shake hands.
Yeah! Well, it might be a little late, but that is definitely some killer instinct.
Was just showing some poor sportsmanship on my part.
I guess I can't disagree with that either.
And Zara putting herself right in there in between something and Gowen.
So it must mean she has more interest in Zach.
Or maybe she's just a sucker for law and order.
She likes winners.
Something should just push her out of the way and finish what he started with Gowen.
There goes something.
Now we'll finally hear it from herself.
First of all, I just want to say, my name is Sarah, and I'm obviously here scouting talent for management.
You were right, Huck.
Zach, you weren't exactly what I was looking for. But that performance, man, that was inspirational. Like, I've never seen anything like it. I know these guys have never seen anything like it either. I mean, that was amazing. Zach and Zara, like, that has a ring to it, right? Zach and Zara.
Lame.
One more Z and we would fall asleep.
I'm wide awake. At least we know how to say her name now.
We have
Zara.
it. I do. I feel bad. Zara.
So it looks like Zach and Zara. Zach and Zara.
Seriously, if he can keep knotting people up like something, like Jake something, he's gonna hold that title for a while.
If you want the Zach and Zara connection, give it a whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
I think the people have spoken, and to cement this, I think we need to hear a whoop whoop from Zara herself.
Let's get on to the next match.
Scott, have you ever been picked by a woman like that?
Have I ever been what?
Picked by a woman like that.
Have I ever been picked by a woman like that? No, I like my women to have a little more class.
The Decay.
And they're coming out with the TNA Tag Team Championships in their hands.
Yeah.
Quite possibly the hottest tag team in professional wrestling today, on a roll, taking over the wrestling business. your world tag team champions, Decay.
That's right. And Abyss is coming out here with a different look. I know he just recently started wearing the paint on his face in TNA. He doesn't wear the mask anymore. And Crazy Steve.
Two great Border City Wrestling alumni here in the ring, AT Huck.
Now, you know what? That's something I didn't know. I did not know that Abyss was a Border City Wrestling alumni.
Not only an alumni, but a former Border City Wrestling heavyweight champion.
Wow.
And a decorated alumni.
Hashtag school.
So you're assuming I will shoot your sorry ass.
Now, here we go. The icon of XICW.
Yeah. Feels unfair to say less deranged than the team in the ring. Let's say differently deranged.
That's right. The most dangerous man in wrestling. The most dangerous man in Michigan. The DBA and the MM3. Father and son tag team champion.
2 generations of monsters. There we go.
Boy, I'll tell you what, MM3 is one of the most impressive young talents that I've seen hit the Michigan scene in a long, long time. It's amazing how far he's came in such a short period of time and all things he's overcame to get there.
Well, look at his father. You know, you got to admit.
Exactly, the things that he had to overcome.
I didn't know that's what you were talking about.
He didn't win a genetic jackpot like Joel Coleman.
Oh, come on. DBA is one of the most decorated men in the state of Michigan.
I don't think DBA has the athleticism his kid did.
Not a chance.
I will agree. I think little Monroe invested what he got real wisely.
Making the most out of the least. I mean, you look at what he's came from and what he's been able to do.
You know, I'm going to have to take offense to this. DBA, Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe, both of them champions in their own right.
Is so hard.
Definitely a fact that MM3 took after his father and his grandfather.
You know, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying he's doing well, Huck.
Yeah. I will say he got some of his dad's toughness.
Say despite some of the shortcomings.
Yeah, I mean, genetically, and probably his upbringing probably wasn't great being raised by DBA.
Oh, what do you mean?
The guy lights his elbow on fire.
That has nothing to do with his upbringing. That's winning a match.
They are rotten.
And as far as Sweet Daddy goes, you said it yourself, Scott, one of your best paydays ever.
One of what?
One of your best paydays ever was from Sweet Daddy.
They are the XICW Tag Team Champions, the Monroe!
Malcolm had to pay good so that people would be around him, and I'm assuming his son has done the same thing. And credit to him, at least he recognizes that. But I'm telling you, MM3 super impressive, I think. And I'm excited to be sitting here and watching him live.
You'll know better than I. Has MM3 ever had to lock up with somebody like Abyss?
I don't know of quite the size of Abyss. Even though he's been in there with some tough competitors.
He is definitely, he has earned his stripes, but this is a different breed of cat entirely.
Yeah, they don't make many the size of Abyss.
No.
Father and son team. The XICW Tag Team Champions. Well, in case you haven't noticed, myself and Steve are the TNA World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And you two represent the best in Detroit. I'll give you that. But me and Steve, we don't give a damn about Detroit. We don't give a damn about your tag team titles. And the his old name.
You speak like you've never been slapped in the goddamn mouth.
We know that's not true.
Lucky for you, I have the remedy. Come on. Your finger will come right away. Come on.
Well, after these comments, I hope the K came to fight.
Yeah.
Much like DBA, the fans talk big but don't back it up.
Yeah, I heard what you said. So I'll tell you what. I don't care whether we have permission or not. I say we do this right now and we put our TNA tag team titles on the line too.
That's a lot at stake.
Just turned up the ante.
That's crazy. This is a huge day. This is a huge day for the Monroes.
Who the real champions are.
Could see history here tonight.
Wow. I just asked if he'd ever lock up with anybody like Abyss. This is not, he hasn't had anything this big on his plate. He just hasn't.
But you know what DBA has?
Yeah, definitely has.
What does he have?
That experience.
He's been in the ring with Rhino. He's been in the ring with Sabu. He's been in the ring with some of the best competitors that the world has to offer.
So is the Brooklyn Brawler.
So is Scott D'Amore.
Yeah, but I'm a decorated champion.
In Canada. You wouldn't know him. It's from Canada.
You want to step up, DJ? I'm going to slap you right
My
off.
high school girlfriend told me all about it, Scott.
You didn't have a girlfriend in high school or
She
any
was from
other
Canada. You wouldn't know her.
So MM3 here in the ring here with Crazy Steve. Going to get to see two great athletes here square off.
Thanks for taking it back to the ring, Scott.
Yeah, well, somebody's got to do it. The unorthodox style of Crazy Steve squaring off with the athletic, high-impact, high-flying style of MM3. This is a match you should be seeing on Pop TV or a network that more people watch. And instead, you're getting it right here at the Best in Detroit.
That's right. We bring you some of the best action that the planet has to offer.
I am excited when... Oh, there we go, with a lovely chant. No, I am excited when both of these guys grab a hold of each other. I am scared to see what will happen. You get the unorthodox style of Crazy Steve, the high energy of MM3.
Well, they're filling each other out.
Yeah.
They go with the lockup.
MM3 with a nice textbook side headlock. He didn't learn that from his father.
Yeah. I think this is unexpected, but I think it shows you just how high the stakes are. Both of them unwilling to fire crazy stuff off early.
Well, this is a wrestling match, and Steve is a wrestler, and MM3 was actually trained at the House of Truth by Truth Martini.
Another thing he had to overcome. I'm kidding. I really like Truth. Truth is a great athlete, a great trainer, and an intelligent mind. He's probably would help MM3 overcome a lot of things he had to.
And it shows MM3, sticking to wrestling. This match could definitely just break down into a wild brawl.
Knowing exactly where he's at, knowing how to keep his opponent away from his partner's long arms, tagging in.
I think, guys, we can't lose sight of the fact that this match, all of a sudden now, has been made for the World Tag Team Championship.
World title.
I mean, has a world title ever been defended in XICW?
No.
Not that I can recall, no.
You know, I mean, I have to assume that Abyss somehow has the authority, the autonomy to make this a title match. He's done it. We could have a chance to see MM3, you know, carry his team to a World Tag Team Championship.
Possession is 9/10 of the law. If you don't believe me, ask DBA.
Well,
that's good because he steals stuff.
Carry his team. You know, I think once DBA gets in there, you'll see just the job that DBA can do in here.
Great wrestling action here so far. Oh, beautiful move by MM3. Look at that.
Perfect.
Third generation wrestler.
3 deep.
Oh, wow. I mean, DJ, you asked a question about if MM3 ever had to lock up with somebody like Abyss.
Look at it.
He does now.
And look, he's not backing down. He's not going for the tag.
He looks like Little Mac in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Looks like he better find a secret.
Well, Abyss is telling him to tag in his dad. Here we go.
You gotta think MM3's okay with that. There's no fear there, and that's saying something. I'm scared, and I'm 40 feet away from him.
There's just no denying the size of Abyss.
He's a monster.
I don't know why he's so happy. It's not like he really did anything impressive. He pushed over DBA. I mean, let's be honest.
He's just happy he gets to be that monster.
Scott, I hope DBA has a chance to listen to this. Took the big man off his feet with that big right shoulder.
Abyss was off balance.
And he disposed of Crazy Steve.
Put him right out.
He sidestepped him to get out of the way. He didn't want to engage him. Now what? Come on, what is the referee doing here?
What would you even call that? A tower of monkey?
A tower of what?
A tower of monkeys? Isn't that the game?
A tower of monkeys.
It's good to see that we got impartial refereeing here. You know, a world title match should have impartial refereeing.
Hey, man,
obviously, DBA made sure that was the case.
You come in and pick a fight with Detroit.
Oh, what a
Detroit
great move by
back.
MM3. Look at the way he goes over the top rope, knocking the man down. I mean, that's impressive.
He did just what his father just did.
You don't know much about wrestling, Huck.
Monroe's our father and son taking it to the decay.
Now this is where DBA's in his element. Just a straight up brawl, a street fighter.
Breaking the rules, not being in a wrestling ring. I agree. He's at home when he's not in a wrestling ring. That's where I like to see him. Look at MM3 over there. Got total control of Crazy Steve. Putting it back in the ring where it belongs. Oh, look, and he's coming around and defending his father, too. Like, that's a great kid.
It's a good kid.
He's defending his tag team partner.
It's a good point. He's regretting it now.
Let me ask you, if DBA is his partner, does this make this a handicap match?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
You're talking about the XICW Tag Team Champions.
I told you, MM3's done an amazing job.
Abyss, now the legal man.
MM3 might be hurt after taking that shot to the rail.
I think there's no question if he's hurt. I think it's safe to assume every person Abyss touches is hurt a little.
Yeah, I've taken a splash in the corner from Abyss and it didn't feel good.
He's a terrifying.
I wish he'd do that again. Look at Abyss working over DBA. Abyss is an impressive athlete. Former world champion, current world tag team champion.
Yeah, he's done it all in TNA.
I mean, what a career by this man.
You stare long enough at this guy, he stares back into you. Nietzsche had a point.
DBA is trying to work his way over to his son. But once again, they've cut the ring off on him.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, I know I've taken a couple shots at him, but I got to give credit. I mean, DBA was smart enough to realize, but for his team to win, he needed to get MM3 in the ring. So he's recognized that, and that's progress.
He's an artist like Joe Jackson was an artist?
What are you trying to imply?
That he made some great musicians.
MM3 needs to get out of there. It's just going to cost him.
MM3's getting frustrated with the way DBA's, failing to on any offense. I mean, you can't blame him.
Come on now, this is no different than any other tag team match where a wrestler's trying to get to the corner to make a tag to his partner.
You know, they really were taking advantage of the blind tag slap. People mistake Crazy as stupid. No, he's just Crazy Steve. He's not Stupid Steve. See, he's crazy. He'll pick a fight with a little kid, but he's not stupid.
Yeah,
he's not going to hit her.
Isabella, that's for sure. This whole crowd will be at his throat.
DBA seems to be in big trouble in there with Abyss right now. He's got to get over there and get the tag to his son.
He's got to get out of there.
Exactly.
Abyss is just so big. He's wearing on DBA's neck, cutting off his circulation, and it looks like a tag was made. The referee's back was turned. I don't think
he didn't
saw
see it. Crazy like a fox.
I've been in that situation many times.
Oh,
way too many.
Come on, MM3.
The one, maybe the only good thing about you being at the commentary table is that you're not in the ring reffing. Let's be honest.
I think you'd have handled that okay, AT.
I'm not going to comment on that, Scott. I'm not going to go there with you.
I'm kidding. I always liked when you're the referee. I knew I could get away with things. Here we go, DBA. This is his opportunity here.
This is it.
MM3.
Yeah, he's got to make this, and he's got it.
Made the tag. And look at MM3, a house of fire.
It's amazing how the whole prospects of this match, the whole chances of the XI champions winning just spun and turned around completely when MM3 got in there.
Great recovery there. Great recovery.
And here comes Abyss. He's not legal. A tag hasn't been made.
Look at the quickness by MM3. Look at he's firing off those kicks and punches.
We got David and Goliath in here right now.
He better keep that intensity dialed up. Because if he slows down for a second.
Wow, big missile drop kick.
Look how MM3 took Abyss right off his feet, and Abyss is like to the floor. I mean, I think he's visibly shaken.
So much force went into that.
I mean, people underestimate MM3.
I don't think they will much longer.
Oh, here comes
and they
DBA.
definitely won't if he gets that TNA gold around his
Illegally,
waist.
no tag, and DBA gets in the ring. Typical.
Oh, dropped it hard.
Did we see new tag team champions?
No. Oh, come on now. That's it.
You know, what a great move by MM3, and then a glory hog. DBA has to try and snatch the cover, and he ends up ruining his team's chances.
They had the man beat in the center of the ring.
Yeah, exactly. MM3 had him beat.
The referee out of the ring.
And if DBA would have done his job and held Abyss at bay while MM3 got the win, we'd have new tag team champions. I just feel sorry for MM3 as he doesn't win the titles. Now he's taking this abuse.
They have been disqualified.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
The Decay has been disqualified, and they're in here dismantling MM3 right now. DBA's laid out on the ring apron.
Huck, you should get up there and save your nephew.
It's not my nephew.
The Monroes, they got to keep their titles, but that's about it.
Here comes
Look
DBA
at that.
firing back.
Look at that. He's still fighting in him.
He's not going to let that abuse happen to his son.
Bye.
Big show.
Just too much.
He sure didn't help the situation by getting in
Just
there.
too much.
Now you got both Monroes laid out.
Oh no. Choke slam.
Crazy Jimmy love it.
Right onto
Crazy Steve loving it.
Using his own partner as a human projectile.
Both DBA and MM3 are laid out on the mat.
The
black hole slam.
Yeah, this is a real shame because MM3 has a lot going for him, and it just seems like too much for him to overcome here. Everything's stacked against him. Credit where credit is due, though. There's your World Tag Team Champions.
By disqualification.
Crazy Steve.
Well, you know what? MM3's young. I think he can go out there, he can recover, he can recoup, he can find a new partner, he can come back and take another shot, another run at the championship.
He's not going to find a new partner. DBA's going to recover. They're a father and son tag team. They're still the XICW tag team champions. We haven't seen the last of this. Abyss and Crazy Steve, now what? They take their TNA tag team titles and run back home after this?
They sure don't look like they're running.
You big bastard! It ain't over that easy, baby. They don't call me the most dangerous man in Michigan for nothing. But just like the company you work for, y'all both suck.
Very intelligent comeback.
Fuck TNA and fuck everybody that worked there. The Monroes not done with you. We gotta show them all, right? I'm in a little thing called wrestling with a vet, but we gonna put that to the side. Abyss, how about you and me, one-on-one, the most dangerous man in Michigan against TNA's piece of shit Abyss.
Boy, I'll tell you what, DBA, a real eloquent speaker.
Yeah.
I can't let you have all the fun. I'm puzzled with that too, but fuck it. Steve, your ass ain't seen Crazy T see the inside of the wrist. So tomorrow, I'm gonna pick that ass up, boy. Me and you, we don't need Abyss. I don't need my dad. I'm gonna beat that ass all up and down Hoover. I'm telling you that now. I'm not done with. So you agree to the match? Well, shut up. I don't care. I got so much to do. But tomorrow night, y'all, it's gonna be Abyss and DBA Monsters Ball, baby.
Oh my.
You gonna leave with 3 boots, 2 on your feet, and 1 in your ass.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think that's an intelligent move by DBA. He could never take on Abyss in a wrestling match, so he's going to use all types of foreign objects and anything he can, making it a monster's ball. People can interfere, all the people he pays to hang around him, and at least gives him a shot.
I can't disagree.
Tell everybody tomorrow night.
Hey, sometimes having a lot.
Abyss Monsters Ball. Let the fans see if they want to see that match.
Oh, I do.
He just called it. What do you think? So it looks like I have no choice tomorrow night at the Ritz, the DBA, and Abyss, Monsters Ball, MM3, and Crazy Steve. Is that what you want? Well, damn it, that's what you got.
Monroes are making it personal.
Boy, I'll tell you what an amazing matchup that could be. MM3 versus Crazy Steve. I mean, they may blow the roof right off the Ritz.
Yeah. I don't know if the Ritz can hold Abyss in DBA.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a steel cage match. Introducing first.
The cage is up. There he is.
Gavin Quinn.
Weighing in at 210 pounds, from Atlanta, GU, Gavin
Watch him eye the cage.
Once again, it's AG up here with Scott DeMore and DJ Dangle.
Hello.
It's main event time, guys. The most brutal, the most violent match that's possible in our industry. The one that ends careers, the one that two men walk in, one man walks out, and neither walk out the same as they entered. The steel cage match.
That's right, the unforgiving steel cage match. I've witnessed an abundance of steel cage matches in my time in wrestling. Refereed and observed.
And I've competed.
I think one of my matches inside the steel cage was you and Bruiser Bedlam.
And I'll tell you what, I never felt the same after that matchup. Getting locked in with a certified convicted killer and having to fight for your life. And that's what these two gentlemen are going to face here tonight, locked inside that steel cage.
That's right. You know, I mean, who could ever be the same after wrestling Bruiser Bedlam inside a steel cage?
and his opponent.
Orlando Christopher, also known as Kid Hybrid. These two, Gavin Quinn and Orlando Christopher, have had some battles here in XICW as of late.
Some serious battles and some inconclusive battles. That's why they're in the cage.
That's right.
Kid Hybrid going to the back again. What we got going on here?
Well, I know it's not a lack of heart.
We know that's for sure. Once again, a steel cage match. We know there's no disqualification in this match. He could be going back there to get a table, a chair. There's no telling what Orlando Christopher's up to.
Maybe he just thought better of it.
You think so? He was just like, yeah, this looks like a
Or
lot of
maybe
luck.
he went to get the plunder.
I called it.
You were on top of it.
Looks like somebody went grocery shopping.
Yeah, the big K is missing a shopping cart, guys.
I feel sorry for Rick Vivian, the referee in this match.
Look at him deliberately. He's almost gingerly placing them in there. Like he's excited. He has thought about, these have been lovingly selected. That's the kind of psychopath Hybrid is.
And of all the things for Gavin Quinn to throw out of the ring, he threw the pizza box out.
That's a lot of white to be wearing into a steel cage match.
It may come out a little bloody.
Time to lock that cage door down, gentlemen.
Crowd soundly behind Hybrid.
Well, I don't know. Gavin Quinn seems to have his cheering party over here, too.
Oh,
the Gavin Quinn section.
Yeah, the GQ section. The GQ subscribers.
So, Huck, why did you get up and go ringside after our last match?
Well, you know, I'm the commissioner of XICW.
Hey, hold on. You got a little DBA DNA there on your
Oh, that was a setup.
Here we go.
And Gavin Quinn's taking it to Christopher right off the bat. He's not intimidated by all the stuff he brought to the ring.
Yeah, for a guy to not be excited about that, he's definitely not shying away from the violence. Right for the door, smart.
Yeah, smart move. If he had gotten out, the match would have been over.
He's not as fast as he is clever.
I mean, I think Quinn should look to get the cage involved in here. I mean, he's kicking on him. He's throwing his head into the turnbuckle. Instead of throwing it into the buckle, throw it into the cage. Another guy that needs a little guidance, maybe.
I'm with you.
I should have brought some business cards.
Well, he made an attempt then.
Yeah.
You know, could just be too early in the match, but not for Christopher. He's taking him right to the cage.
He takes more naturally to it. I think he keeps his edges sharpened all the time. He waffled that over him pretty good.
I'm kind of surprised Orlando's going for the door already.
I am
too.
too.
Administer some punishment.
I think you're right.
I think maybe he's thinking exactly that, Huck.
What do we have here?
Think there were better ideas outside the cage?
There's that infamous bag.
Oh.
He's actually tied.
Oh, he's not letting him go. He's not letting him go anywhere. Yeah, he's got a score to settle with Quinn.
You know, I was going to say it was odd that the cage door didn't have an attendant. Maybe it wasn't locked down. It looks like Orlando Christopher's taking care of that.
He is.
He locked it and he threw away the key. So that means it has to be a pinfall submission or over the top.
Over the top. Oh, how we get the upper hand there?
I don't think Christopher really cares about winning this match right off. He wants to put the pain to Gavin Quinn.
Yeah.
Well, I got to say, much like we talked about with Brooks and Bronson, where Bronson had the advantage in this kind of matchup, I think that Orlando Christopher is more at home in this than Gavin is. Gavin's a wrestler. Look at him. He's an athlete. Christopher's a nut.
You just might have a point there, but it looks like a little desperation has Gavin Quinn taken to some of the use of some of the objects in the ring. Oh, and it doesn't look like that cage door locked.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Christopher should have made sure that it was locked before he threw away the key.
Oh.
Nobody accused him of being smart.
Fair enough.
I guess in his excitement, he didn't wrap it, didn't lock it, didn't turn the key.
You know, you can get yourself in a lot of danger when you don't wrap it, Huck.
Yeah.
Many men have learned.
Crucial mistake. Bringing it's not the important part. Using it's the one that matters. Oh. Oh, he caught him good there.
Yeah, necessity, the mother of invention, and GQ having to adjust here. Not a brutal man by nature, but he's in there. He's in this situation, and he's got to adapt.
Yeah, when you hang around violence like that, you're bound to pick up some of it.
Yeah, and Gavin Quinn, he's being smart. He's trying to go over the top.
Orlando Christopher understands the violence game just fine.
Oh yeah, Orlando Christopher is one of those guys that will put their body on the line. He cares nothing about his own safety, so you know he cares nothing about Gavin Quinn.
Doesn't care how he looks with the pink hair, mohawk, and the white outfit. Oh, sorry, I thought we were just listing things he didn't care about.
He doesn't care about rules or hygiene.
This is the first time he's had a pink mohawk. I've seen so many looks from Orlando Christopher.
Oh, dropped hard. He caught that chair. He dropped him right on that chair.
Double underhook hangman DDT there. What a move there by GQ.
All of his weight hung up, dropped right on his noggin.
This takes more than that to put away Orlando Christopher.
Ooh, he must have a lot in the tank, because it might not have been enough, but that took a lot out of him. He might have more, but that doesn't mean it didn't take a lot.
Little cheese grater there for Christopher.
He's listening to you about that cage. He has picked it up pretty quickly.
I'm surprised he's not busted open.
Me too. His skin must be as thick as his skull.
Either that or they don't make metal like they used to.
I don't think it's that. That thing has no give. Look at it when they go into it. Oh, that's not a good spot for Christopher at all.
Once again, that blood rushes to your head when you're held up at that vertical suplex position like that.
What strength by GQ here.
Wow. Oh, and as bad as that spot was, that one's worse.
Very deceptive strength.
You were right. Quinn does have his section.
See, Quinn getting distracted here.
Oh.
See, but at least he knows not to pay attention to the fans.
He's mad at him for trying to detract from his greatness. Oh.
Boy, I'll tell you what, for a guy who's supposed to be at home with the brawling and with the plunder and everything, Orlando Christopher has taken a lot of abuse.
And giving it. Wow.
Well, once again, Orlando Christopher is one of those wrestlers that they start late in the match and then they just turn it on.
Well, you know, the problem is with starting late is sometimes you never get started at all.
I think it is safe to say he started, and Gavin might be finished. Bulldog right on the chair.
See, Christopher there not going for a cover or anything. I mean, maybe it's like you said, maybe he's looking to inflict punishment. But to me, pin the guy, get the win, then inflict the punishment.
That's right. You're in the cage. What do you have to lose?
You got a lot to lose when you're in a cage. You can lose your health. You can lose your career.
You can lose your mind.
Well, I'm not sure Christopher has that.
Fair enough. Oh.
Orlando, he's inflicting the punishment with repeated fists to the forehead.
Straight, solid, mounted right.
He's biting him. And
Is he busted open?
It looks like it happened.
He got him.
Busted open.
Oh, that can't be good.
Wow, it's a good thing we got a red canvas here for the mat because GQ's face is a bloody red.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Crimson mask.
Crimson like the mask? No, it was Crazy Steve we saw earlier.
That was Crazy Steve.
Oh.
Big super kick. Double clothesline.
I think Hybrid might have come out a little on top, but not for lack of effort. Way to go, Gavin Quinn, keeping his wherewithal.
And where do we go after if both men get counted out?
I'm not sure either man's going to have enough to crawl over the top of the cage.
You know, I hate to say it, Huck, but that's a good point. I mean, there has to be a winner, so why is he even counting?
Keeping him locked in. You are right. Orlando Christopher is made to hurt people. Like,
Gavin Quinn able to muster up a comeback after those belly-to-backs.
Both these men have taken a lot of punishment so far. Oh, this can't be a belly to back off the top.
If that's what he's going for. That's what it looks like.
He's looking to hurt him. This will do it. But no, Gavin's holding on. Caught him good there. This is it.
It was a nasty backdrop.
Yeah. Christopher is so tough.
Whew. Christopher almost getting the win there, almost scoring the 3 with that brain buster.
Gavin Quinn's just not worn down enough. Can't hold him down.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he's losing a lot of blood though, Huck.
Yeah, he's busted open.
Yeah, I kind of love that Christopher couldn't afford a table, so he just got himself a big old slab of plywood.
Yeah, just give me a piece of wood there. Throw it in the cart. I think we used up all the tables in the 90s.
Oh. Nailed it. No way.
Oh, he kicked out.
One, I can't believe Gavin had the power left in him to pull that off, or that Christopher kicked out of it. Both of those shocked me.
Boy, I'll tell you what, here, GQ really showing what type of toughness he has, the way he stayed in there, the amount of blood he's lost, the amount of abuse he's taken, and he's still in there, still fighting for the win.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Gavin Quinn. In the last year that he's been here, he showed that he's one tough competitor.
He is so slick. Even now, face covered in blood, clearly worn out. He is nailing hard-to-hit moves. This is a guy that he understands his skill set.
Christopher with the block there on that suplex attempt, turning it around.
And Gavin Quinn returning the favor.
Again with these two. Oh, and again.
Big high hit tossed into the board.
Oh, did he lose a tooth?
I saw something flying. Oh, he's
no way. No way.
Super kick right to the mouth.
Wow, and
did he kick out, or was he just reaching to grab that tooth?
Quinn, he's completely shocked. He can't believe that Christopher got up.
That was instinct.
I mean, what does it take to put away Orlando Christopher?
Yeah, his head's pudding right now. What a kick.
Quinn doesn't know what to do. He's completely at a loss here. He's got to get back on Christopher. Every second that he uses here in bewilderment, that he uses up, he's giving Christopher a chance to recover.
That was a low blow.
Blatant and deliberate, but I don't even judge it. I don't consider it. That's what he does. He hurts people.
Oh, it also doesn't matter in this kind of matchup.
They're getting tired. Oh, the crowd's clearly letting you know what they're into. Yeah.
Oh, here's a bag. I think I know what's in that.
Yeah.
The thumbtacks.
The thumbtacks. Yeah, no reason to put it in a pinch. There's no reason to not liberally spread the tax about.
I think I hate thumbtack matches more than anything else.
I understand that. There's no graceful way to fall into a pile of tacks.
There's no graceful way to count a 1, 2, 3.
No. Oh, I'll bet. Yeah, I never even thought of that. You gotta hate getting down there and smack your hands into those tacks.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta think right now the referee's hoping for a crawl over the top. What's good for the goose?
Well, guys, at this point, I mean, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Somebody's going to end up in those tacks. It's a matter of who.
Yeah, these guys can't. I don't think these guys could just stand on their feet for the rest of this match. One of them's falling down.
And the thing about the thumbtacks, they're there just to inflict pain.
Yeah.
Just pain.
Now they're back up on that top rope there.
Oh, this is no good.
I gotta hand it to these guys. This is one hell of a match.
I don't know. What a maniac. Both of them deep in the tacks.
And I think Gavin Quinn may have gotten the worst of it.
He was the point of impact, but that broke both of them.
You know what? Orlando Christopher does have a shirt on.
Yeah.
Gavin Quinn has his bare back right into those tags. And that's painful.
And look at that. Kicks out at 3.
It's like getting bit by 100 bees all at one time.
If he kicked out at 3, that'd be the end of the match.
You're right. He kicked out right before. Might as well have been at 3. I can't believe he did it.
Amazing that Quinn able to get up before the 3 count. These guys have both laid it all on the line.
You're right.
And look at Quinn's back.
Yeah, they're decimated.
You got to start wondering how much more either of these men have left in the tank.
Now it's a race to get over the top and to see who gets to the floor first.
I'm going to say Quinn might have taken more damage this match, but I still feel like he's held more back. It might be that Christopher's worn himself out with all these heavy throws and big impact moves. It's hard telling, man.
I don't know. They're still going toe-to-toe up there. And like you called it, Scott, that white outfit of Orlando Christopher is not a good idea.
Into the tacks for a second time for Quinn.
Up, and there goes Orlando Christopher over the top.
That'll be enough, he says. There we go.
He's going to make it.
No, this is too much. Get your win, Christopher.
Don't tell me he's going back in. Like I said, he just wants to inflict punishment. He had the match won.
Shades of Jimmy Snuka up there.
Yeah, it is.
Madison Square Garden.
Only on top of a pile of tag. Oh, God.
If Gavin Quinn can recover, he may have this match because that was a big bump by Orlando Christopher right on his back, off the top of the steel cage, into the thumbtacks.
I can't believe that both of these guys are working their way up to their feet. Quinn on his feet, Christopher on his knees, but still showing
Tags hanging out of him. Look at that. Tags all littering his back. That'll do it.
Big super kick right to the chin. And he got him.
Wow.
Orlando Christopher offered up his chin. Gavin Quinn took the invitation and super kick right to the chin. I was not expecting that.
That was intense.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, it just goes to show Orlando Christopher making a horrible, horrible judgment call. He was outside of the cage. He could have fallen to the floor, won the match. He chose not to do it, wanted to be the big star, wanted to hit the big move off the top rope, and as so often happens, it backfired, and GQ Gavin Quinn scores an impressive victory inside the unforgiving steel cage. And you gotta wonder, both of these men have taken so much punishment. Gavin's on his feet, Christopher on his back, but I don't know if either man will ever be the same.
Not after that. Orlando Christopher paid the price, like you said, Scott. He went for the big move, paid the price, and Gavin Quinn is the winner. And he's walking out of the cage on his own 2 feet.
Yeah.
Well, in fairness to Orlando Christopher, he just followed the example that DBA has set of being an egomaniac and trying to make it all about him, and it didn't work out for him, much like it usually doesn't for DBA.
Well, I think he threw himself away trying to win a match. I'm pretty impressed.
I'm impressed with Gavin Quinn. What an unbelievable victory for him. What a show of moxie, and he did it all with that gold chain on, too.
Okay.
God bless him.
Wow. What a match. XICW Best in Detroit 15 here at the Imperial House with Scott D'Amore and DJ Dango. I'm A.T. Huck, and we'll see you next time.
The Dango ate my baby.
Good work, guys.